this is going to be a fun video because, man, this conversation is making everyone seriously dumber. Now, before I go any further here, a word of warning. If you're a gamer, do not watch this video. Seriously, press X right now and piss off. You're a thin-skinned bunch of whiny bitches who cry the moment someone expresses a dissenting opinion. By the way, I don't like this conversation, because V's making me defend and side with a girl, and that's gay. A couple of days ago, Pirat Nation posted this on X. Some skimpy dressed tart of a character wiggling her ass. And that's it. Asking, is this what gamers want? With Melonie Mac chiming in, not me, I like attractive characters, but I don't want to play something with naked butts, boobs, or bulges up in my face. I'd feel like a total loser playing something like that. Now, a question for all of you. Do any of you find this objectionable, problematic? Because personally, I don't see the problem. It's a woman with an opinion. Welcome to the internet, you wankers. Who the hell cares? This would be how sane people react. However, gamers are not sane people. So a chap by the name of DreadRoberts got in on the conversation. I DM'd him before I made this video, actually. Cool guy, he seems alright. So if he watches this video, greetings to you, good sir. He replies, any person with a modicum of decency would say, no, this is not where the future of gaming should be headed. The constant promotion of half-naked women as the greener side of gaming is getting ridiculous. Agreed. And I'm beginning to think that these people who say they want to save gaming don't actually want to save it. No, their conception of saving it is, if I'm not at least pitching a semi at the sight of pixelated cleavage, I'm being oppressed as a Western consumer. So many claim to care about morals and the future generations and not giving even an inch of progress to devs who push woke ideology or whatever else. But then they will turn around and tell young men and women to support titles that throw this stuff in your face. Most of what I've seen for months now from these accounts are butt cheeks and cleavage. Well, he's not wrong there, is he? The Stellar Blade fiasco, anyone? Whole bunch of idiots signed a petition because you didn't see enough skin. What a pathetic world we live in. And what did that ultimately achieve? Oh yeah, bugger all. Seriously, how is this making gaming better? Good question. All we're doing is pushing normies in the same direction but on a parallel track. People may argue we just want to push back on the ugly women agenda, just trying to make a point to the lefty weirdos. Okay, so where do we draw the line then? Because there doesn't appear to be one. Very true, this lot will scream censorship the moment you express any dissenting opinion and miss the point of the post entirely, which is why the post riled so many idiots it did. And this is why I say we need real adults with real ambitions, aspirations, and a mature outlook on the future to lead the charge in this industry. People who have their priorities straight and their arousal in check. Absolutely base, I couldn't agree more. Now, this post, and Melonie's next one, appears to have kicked a hornet's nest and spawned a colossal mountain of morons who seem to think this is somehow akin to asking for censorship. And to those people I wish to ask, where the hell do you idiots see any of that? Let me explain this because gamers are thick as porridge these days. The man is saying, and he is correct by the way, that the anti-woke brand has degenerated into a cheap flesh-ridden pile of trough slop. What he desires then is for a higher class of rebirth, for the degeneracy to not become the norm of the brand. He's not advocating for the removal of sex appeal, but rather for more than just sex appeal. Not to sound too anticlimactic here, but that's it. Hell, I could actually end the video right here, frankly. This entire damn debacle kicked off because of that. My buddy Lamented pointed this out as well. Gamers react to words like decency and degeneracy the same way leftists do to, say, fascism. But oh my god, I'm thinking about just spurg of existential dread. Which brings us to another one of Melonie's posts, and this is the one that I was arguing with V over. I'm actually kind of annoyed because about halfway through the script, which I was admittedly a tad combative and a bit more hostile to V's position, so he sent me a series of voice notes, and he was very amicable in elaborating on his position. So cheers for that, V. You cut out like half the content of this video, you pleasant bastard. But I was arguing with him over the apparent censorious nature of this post, which in my opinion doesn't exist. So I asked him, where does he see Melonie advocating for any kind of regulatory body? And he said she isn't. She is casting a moral judgment, and so he is casting a moral judgment on her so that it doesn't get to the point where a regulatory body is created. Saying it's not her opinion, she's making a categorical statement. The we, as in not her opinion, it's a call to action. To which I will reply, no, that's complete bollocks. She says there, I have been fighting with you all against the woke mob. So there she is drawing a distinction between her and everyone else. Seeing as she is quote-tweeting DreadRoberts and agreeing with the take, the we is referring to at least her and Dread. How is this confusing people? Where do you see a call to censorship exactly? Is it in the room with you now? My friend Kat pointed this out as well. Developers are not going to try to make quality products if they're guaranteed success from just having the sex appeal. Why do you think the Stellar Blade hype didn't last all that long? Post-nut clarity, anyone? I even asked her next, tell me, when did I don't like this become synonymous with I wish to ban this? Did everyone have a meeting and I missed that? I was probably drinking whiskey or something. These people all sound like they're possessed by the lost spirits of the satanic panic era or whatever. It's really, really weird. Because something needs to be said for gamers. They don't care about anything except themselves. They are the most selfish people on earth next to leftists. All they care about is gooning in perpetuity. The apex of society in their minds is, oh, well, the artist must have unabated freedom to create whatever satiates my coomerisms or else I live under tyranny. It's pathetic. The thing that I just find so bizarre about all of this is that it's Melonie. She's one lass with an opinion, and apparently not a very popular one either. She holds no institutional or legal power in this regard. So the people presuming her to be this bringer of censorious doom are just idiots. Oh, and speaking of idiots, let me just get this one last thing off my chest, because the Ian Miles Chong of gaming chimed in with the dumbest take that I've seen during all of this. I think being puritanical on both ends of the political spectrum doesn't help our population problem. Yeah, because right-wingers are clearly having a problem with producing children. Is he talking about demographic replacement rates? The hell was he on writing this bollocks? But anyway, we should let young men be young men. This isn't porn. It's not a replacement for a real relationship. Yeah, no shit. But it does make young men want a real relationship. How the hell does some pixelated wench with no pants on shaking her derriere make men want a real relationship? No, that's profoundly retarded. And the puritanical bit just pissed me off because gamers will simply pick and choose what they want to be puritanical about. Take, for example, the amount of people who lost their frickin' minds because some twat over at IGN France expressed distaste at Eve's design, which clearly riled the coumères who were hell-bent on covering the damn model in glistening gene juice, and I was one of the few sane people who was more focused on the fact that the journalist lavished the game with praise in damn near every other regard. Who was a Puritan then, you stuck-up bunch of pillocks? There's no wonder I'm a conceited arsehole. I've earned the right to be. Oh, and by the way, one last thing for all of you who harp on about my freedom and all of that bollocks. Tell me who had better aesthetics, the Weimar Republic or the Third Reich? Cheers for watching, and once again, I apologize for nothing.